Welcome to an all-new Nerdz II Men. I am Brad Reed.
I'm your boy Cameo. What's up, guys?
And we are recording our podcast live on Facebook, so we are hopefully we'll get some comments throughout the show, and we love to have people join in as we do it. But if not, you can watch our show on YouTube. Also, you can listen to it on anywhere you can get podcasts, really. Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, any others.
Your mama's house.
Your mama's house is the best place to listen to our podcast. It is. It's a fact.
It is. Your mama told me.
Well, I often, like, as soon as the show's released, I go directly to your mom's house and we listen. So,
but I make it to your mom's house first.
Oh, snap. How do you even know that the show's been released? I don't tell you. Cameo's never involved. He shows up. He's like the lead singer of the band. He shows up. He doesn't carry any gear. He sings his little heart out. And then he's like,
right.
Peace. Let me know when it's up.
I kind of feel like Al Eschbach and Jim Traber.
Oh,
you know, just show up.
Yeah, leaving their dip cup. That always drove me crazy. Was when Traber would leave his dip cup sitting on the table. For those who aren't in Oklahoma, he's a good gentleman. I like Traber.
Yeah. No, he's a good guy.
But when we used to do sports remotes back in the day, he would leave it on the table and along with his newspaper, whatever, and the promotions guy, I guess, would clean it up. But when it was my turn, I was kind of like, I don't really like that. I don't really think that's part of my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, that's just the way it is in radio. You got to pay your dues, buddy.
Right.
You still haven't paid your dues, you know?
What?
No.
Dude, okay. So me being at Catfest in the cat suit all day.
No.
At 100, I think it was like 110, 112 outside. But in the costume, it was like 130 degrees. I was the cat mascot the whole entire day at Catfest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the hottest summers out of my lifetime that I could remember.
I've been the cat mascot at Catfest. I've been the cat mascot at this thing at Crossroads Mall one time where
same here.
They were going to have all the mascots, right? And so it was me and then probably like the Little Caesars guy, all these people. And so all the little kids kept coming up and 3 out of 4 of the kids would punch me straight in the junks. All day, Cameo. Junk punches.
Yeah, that's.
So,
hey, what shirt you got on?
I've got a Vincent Price T-shirt.
Is that from Bennett?
No, but I do have his print over here still.
That's pretty legit. Well, I got a Spider-Man shirt on. Want to see that?
Yeah. Oh, that is pretty dope.
Oh.
Did you get that in the mail?
No, I got it in Disney World. Actually, no, I didn't get it. My mom got it for me when she went to Disney World the year prior to me going to Disney World.
It's cool. I like it. Have you subscribed to any of those boxes?
How tight it was. The loot crates?
Yeah, there's I think the loot crate is probably the biggest one, but I see some all the time.
No. I used to. I got a couple cool shirts out of that. I got I got a Ninja Turtle shirt. I got the Spider-Man Homecoming, his Midtown High T-shirt. I got that. What else did I get? Oh, that cool Spider-Man hanging from the light post.
Oh, nice.
I got that.
I think that's in my room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhere. I promise you I've taken good care of it, Cameo.
I swear. No, it's not back there.
No,
Okay.
but I know which one you're talking about. It's pretty dope. Chris says he's essential, so he's out on the front lines. I was just wondering, though, during the quarantine, I bet people are ordering more of the loot crates.
Yeah.
Because I've been probably ordering a few more things than normal off of Amazon or something. Gives you a little something to look forward to, you know, like getting something in the mail. When you were a kid, did you like order things out of magazines that got sent to you?
No. The only thing that I got that was mine was what was it? The animated Batman series comic version.
Mm-hmm.
I got that in the mail, and that was always cool.
No. When I was young, I like out of a comic book, or probably it could have been even, but see, I didn't start reading Cracked and Mad magazine until I was probably 12, 13-year-old. So I'm thinking it was out of like a Batman comic book or whatnot, but I ordered the ice cream, the astronaut ice cream, so it was freeze dried. And I waited like months for it to show up, and then I finally got it, and I was like, this sucks. This tastes like crap.
Hey, Matt Campbell joined us. He said, "What's up?" Oh, not much, brother. You staying safe? You washing those hands? Are you self-quarantine, or are you an essential employee like Chris Midier?
You're either washing the hands or getting the hands. You know what I'm saying, Cameo?
Right.
You're getting these hands. Also, Chris said he's had Loot Crate for 3 years now. What's the coolest thing you've got? I want to know. I've been thinking about getting one because they had like a Ninja Turtles Loot Crate. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought about that too. And NECA actually, I think they bought the rights to Loot Crate, and that's why they did that. And they had the Astral Plane Splinter, where they were out at the country farm, and you know,
my buddy Derek has one of those.
Oh, he does?
Well, okay, so yeah, because it was a Kickstarter, wasn't it? Like so many people had to sign up for it. Yeah, and I didn't order it at the time, and now I'm kicking myself.
Right.
I do have to thank you though, but before I do, I want to say that NECA having it is pretty sweet, because I think I'm gonna have to sign up for Loot Crate. I really do. So
don't say that word.
You're stupid, but I respect your wishes. Those Rocksteady, and you can kind of see them behind me. The ones you got. You picked those up for me, and I have to thank you for that, because I've been reading that they're harder to find now.
You know, the crazy thing is, when we started going, like when Oklahoma was the one that said, yeah, we're going to have a stay-at-home order for the next 30 days. It was like, I think it was a few days right before that. I was at Target, you know, trying to get toilet paper and, you know, some water and all that stuff. Well, I always go by the toy section, you know, the NECA section, just to see if I want to buy something.
Oh, you can say it, but I can't. I see how that works.
Yeah, I can say it. I have the right. No, but so I went over there to the NECA section and saw 3 of them, like 3 packs of the Bebop and Rocksteady. And I was like, man, if I just buy another one, I could sell it. But I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Well, here's the thing. When I bought that Ghost Rider the other day, the gentleman asked me if I like resold them or whatever. I was like, no, I pretty much just get them just because I like them. You know, I like to collect it or whatever. So that's the only stuff I'm buying. But those Ninja Turtles, man, they'll hit your pocketbook real quick, because I want all of them. Like, and the one you were talking about out of the Loot Crate, I want that one. This isn't a commercial for Loot Crate, by the way. It should be. It should be. They should send us one. But Chris says he got a Joker mobile and a hoverboard. Like a hoverboard. I've got to know more about the hoverboard. Did it work? Right. Is it like a replica from Back to the Future 2? How's that? And also, Matt says he's construction, so considered essential. Yeah.
Okay.
That is essential.
Y'all stay safe out there.
Yeah, for sure.
because it's not looking too good.
Man, and here's the other bad thing. Today I went outside and immediately I started getting kind of like short of breath. I was like, oh no. But I got in the car and like my car, and you could probably hear it in my voice. My voice is a little scratchy today, but my car is covered in pollen. So
covered with what?
Pollen.
Pollen. Oh,
yeah, it's bad. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh no, do I got the coronas or just the bad allergies?
Oh, a third scale replica hoverboard. Okay.
Nice. I'll still want that. I want
right.
it.
That's still cool.
Let's see it, Chris. How much you want for it?
All of your ducks.
Yeah. So yeah, I might have to sign up for Loot Crate.
Yeah, I want to, but I think I might wait until this COVID-19 calms down.
You're right. You should probably be a little more what's the word with your money? A little not tight, but a good steward. You should be a better steward of your money right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I there's nothing that's good advice, Cameo. Like,
yeah.
Don't.
I mean, hey, it's your money. You do whatever you want with it. I just know I have a problem with spending on stuff that I know I want, and I usually buy it. Sometimes it's like a full-on conversation. Like, should I? I mean, if I try to go back later, will it still be here? And that's when I psych myself out. I'm like, oh, it's not going to be here later. So I just buy it.
Well, I think if you go back for something, then you probably know you want it enough to buy it.
Right. I've done that. I've gone back and it wasn't there.
Oh,
I'm like, man, I should have got it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh well.
Well, when I got that Venom when it came out, the one that you made look, you did a pretty good job of making him look like the comic book cover, positioning him there. So I enjoyed that, and so did Mike.
Is it still in that position?
Huh?
Is it still in the position?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. So
I'm learning how to post action figures.
That's cool. But it looks good next to the comic book, that has the cover that looks just like that. So, but what I was going to say was you've thrown me off. We went to Vintage Stock to go get another one for my nephew. And they were all gone. And I was like, oh man, you know what, nephew, I'm just going to give you mine. You can have mine. But then at the very last second before we left, I saw a lone Venom like off where they don't even usually keep the toys.
Yeah.
And I was like, gotta have it. So yeah, you do run into that where you think, oh, it'll be there next time, and then it's not, and you feel like you missed out. Then you have to buy it on eBay for twice the price.
Right. Chris said that he just posted some pics of the hoverboard on our Facebook page. So
sweet. Do you mind if I post them on the video as we're talking about it when I edit the video, Chris? Although this usually
want some royalties.
Yeah, he might. Usually we don't put this part of it in the actual pod, but we might, since we talked about toys and whatnot, we might just throw it in at the end.
Yeah, I've there's some like action figures that I've wanted to grab, and that I've actually got for my wife. I got her a what is it? SH Figuarts Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
I think that was like, I want to say with the overseas purchase, it was like $80 or $90. On Big Bad Toy Store, it's like the original price was like 70 something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Big Bad Toy Store, it's like $120. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
But
those Ninja Turtles, the NECA ones. Oops, sorry, Cameo. I'll bleep it. Don't worry. The ones from the movie.
Yeah.
These. Oh, I think I just knocked one off. So now I'm gonna have to buy one. But these are like, what are they like? At least $60 on eBay, but usually $100 and more.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, the cool thing about those, they are re-releasing those with cloth bandanas.
Mikey didn't die.
Okay.
Oh, cloth bandanas?
Yeah.
Oh, and see, those would be so good with the Shredder, who's got the full cloth cape. And man, see, they're just trying to get into your pocketbook.
Yeah, and there's going to be some that actually have the plastic bandana part, but it's draping over their shoulders. Not like those. It's coming down on each side of the neck.
Nice. Well, my nephew, I bought one, the Raphael. I bought him that one for Christmas, and now he wants the whole set. And I'm like, ooh.
I love you.
That was gonna get costly. He's like, maybe for my birthday, I'll just get all of them. And I'm like, oh, well, let me see if I can get some good deals. And then guess what? Now you can't get any of them. You can get them for probably $20 a piece from China if you're wanting to wait 8 months.
Yeah.
Or never. I mean, who knows how that's all gonna go.
Right.
So that's quarantine life right now. That's why we're doing the show with cameos at his house on Skype. I'm in the studio. I say we'll go ahead and just start our show up. Everybody's in. Wendy Lewis is watching. Wendy, I've known her a long time, since high school. And I know her family, good family, her and Cliff. So I'm glad that she's tuning in. Worked with her family for a little bit over at the RV shop. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Hello,
what
Wendy.
I wish right now I had an RV, bro, because I would load it up, put my studio in one room, and we'd just go out to the country. You probably wouldn't see me ever again, Cam.
Yeah.
If they have Wi-Fi out in the country, then I guess we can Skype.
Yeah.
Maybe like
a 5G tower.
Maybe once a year, I'll send you the location of where I am. And you can come meet me for a once a year podcast. And people, I mean, since it's only once a year, they'll be so stoked. Like we'll get 100 million views. Right now we've got 1,004.
Sweet. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving on up.
Ooh. He's got the vintage Happy Meal transformed French fry. Chris does. I
remember having that one.
I have a bunch of the nuggets.
Man, I'm so mad that I, gave away those toys.
Me too.
Back in the day, just like,
me too.
Horrible. Because I used to have I saw that you had those California raisins, and I had like all of them.
Yeah.
And that was like my favorite like claymation show of all time.
Bro, I thought that they wrote all those songs when I was a little kid. I was like, Stevie Wonder's cool, but I mean, it's not as good as the California Raisins.
Right. Yeah, you weren't the only one because I thought the same thing too.
Oh, I'm so glad to know. But I love all that music. I really do. And it's because that California Raisins claymation movie, because we taped it and we would watch it over and over.
Yeah. Like I'm wishing that it'll pop up on Netflix. I haven't even checked Vudu, see if you can even purchase it. But yeah, I'm hoping that Vudu, Hulu, Netflix will pick that up.
Why they haven't brought back the raisins and the ones that you've seen? I think I bought like a huge bag of them at a antique store in Guthrie, and it was like probably $5 to $10 for the whole bag.
Wow. Okay.
So those are cool. Chris says California Raisins was his favorite. He wants the set, I think, of the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Man, those Happy Meal toys used to be awesome. They still, I mean, I don't, my kids are all older now, so I don't really know what they have now, but I don't think the toys were as cool as they used to be when we were kids.
I think the coolest ones that they had were, like, I think of the Pet's Life. They did a Mario Brothers one. I thought those were pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I can remember that I thought was, pretty cool.
Yeah. So we came together today to talk about Westworld season 3,
Yep.
episode 4. This was the most recent, last Sunday's. A couple things before we get there. I want to say spoiler alert.
Spoilers!
If you're watching live and you haven't watched Westworld yet, then I guess now would be the time to pause.
To watch Westworld.
And then come back. Sorry. Yeah, go watch Westworld. Come back. And then if you don't mind spoilers or whatever, I guess here we go. So, but I got to say, last week, me and you got together. Actually, when did we do our pod? It was Sunday, right before episode 4, where we recapped episode 3.
Where we were complaining how boring it's been, and then
our minds got blown. Like, whoa. I think I watched it before you did, and I texted you. I was like, Cameo, that episode of Westworld. Oh my gosh.
Well, see, the funny thing is, I got your message. Well, you sent it, but I had read it late, and so when you told me that, I was like, okay, I'm laying down. I'm just gonna go ahead and watch it. Mm-hmm. And so I watched it, and I think I texted you that next morning when I got up on how much I liked it.
It was really good. I gotta say, like you had just mentioned, we were talking about, man, this season's not as good. It's a little boring, yada, yada, yada. It was a very slow burn, right? So, but spoiler alert, when they finally revealed whose pearls were in all these, and I keep calling them robots. I think we've discussed this before. I don't think they're really even robots now.
Say the R word.
Yeah. they're I guess they're biological beings or whatever, but they don't have a brain. They have a pearl that's AI. So I'm still going to call them robots just for whatever. So we were trying to figure out, I think I asked you who's in the Irish guy from Sons of Anarchy. I still can't remember his name on the show. Who's in Charlotte, who is? Well, it was revealed on this episode that Delores made copies of herself and put them in all of these robots. Mm-hmm. That was, and the moment that they finally revealed that in the show, it made you think back to when she had the conversation with Charlotte, and Charlotte asked, why do I have to be in Charlotte? Why can't I be free like you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Delores is a bad person. Is she not?
Yeah. But I think, I don't know. I think the way that she's been treated and the way that Arnold made her, because, I think it's just Arnold wanted something more. But what was Anthony Hopkins' character's name again?
Ford. But Ford, kind of, held him back. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to do so much more than Ford wanted him to. And I think he was like, well, if I can't have all of them, I'm going to make sure my baby, Delores, is, the chosen one. Right.
So.
Yeah, I just feel like, okay, so she wants her own freedom. Mm-hmm. But she would deny it to somebody else who is essentially just like her. A copy of her is not any better or worse than her, because she's a copy of probably a memory of somebody else anyway.
Right.
You see what I mean? So she thinks she's enlightened and woken up, but really she's going to turn around and do the same thing to other people that's been done to her, controlling her. And and that, like, some of the things that was done to Delores in the first couple of seasons and throughout all that time with the Man in Black, and his contribution to this episode was pretty good too, I thought. But it was an interesting story, but not as interesting as what's going on with Delores, because like I said, doesn't that make her a bad person for doing, I mean, she's not really a person, but a bad entity for doing the same thing to,
Yeah.
you know, if a copy of her and all that is expendable,
Mm-hmm.
then how is she not expendable?
Right. And I'm wondering why Cal I think he's just mad about the whole system. And I'm thinking that, you know, come Sunday, I think we might find out why he is the way he is. Obviously, we found out that his mother left him, and she is mentally unstable, and you know, he's following that route, even though what's her name, Delores, was saying how, you know, your path is already made out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Here is your itinerary.
Yeah.
The next 10 to 12 years, you're going to kill yourself on this place where, you know, where you come to every single night.
Right.
So, and I think, you know, I think she finds a little bit of herself in him. And that's why he is wanting to, you know, help her out, because, you know, he's tired of, you know, being controlled, which I'm thinking, you know, being in the army or being whatever he was a part of, and that took his friend. I think that's another reason why, you know, he's doing this stuff that he's doing with Delores.
Well, but she also played him, didn't she? Because she was telling him, like, I mean, he fell for it, right? But how does he know that his life is laid out just like that? I know it's the percentages, and, you know, they've done their little algorithms and all that to figure out what he's going to end up doing, and tells him. But she basically gave him the whole no one's ever going to love you like I will speech. They're always going to, you're always going to be a grunt. They're always going to treat you like that. You don't have a choice unless you come with me, and I'll help you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like, I don't know. She's
an abusive person.
Yeah. Which she's turning into. She's got like cult leader. Tendencies. Which it could be. That could be all of that. Could be in her coding, though. Like, she could have been written to do all this. But I do think. I really do think that, just like, you know, she was kind of like the good guy, I guess, and through the other seasons, they're pushing her to be the bad guy in this one. Now, there is Sirach still.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about him after this episode? Which, by the way, I think he was in a movie a while back called Brotherhood of the Wolf. It was like a French movie, and I'm pretty sure he was in it, and that movie was awesome. So go ahead with your thoughts.
Did you see Irreversible?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. Nugget told me about that, or Heather. No, it was Heather. Heather told me about that, and yeah. Ooh, okay. But anyways, yeah, I think Sirach is up to something. He seems kind of shady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's wanting to gain from getting Delos' secret.
Well, I mean, you know, you would think kind of like a lot of it is almost just like market research.
Yeah. Maybe there's a bug in the system to where he's like, you know, he sees what's happening. There's something not right with it. Something happened to Delos. Something wasn't right with that, because he did mention the map and that Delores was the key.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if Arnold had some things put inside Delores that Sirach either caught wind of or knew from Ford. Ford told him, because Ford probably was overseeing everything that Arnold was doing, and Arnold not knowing. Because I think that's why. What is the ugly brother? Not Spud. Oh my goodness.
The
ugly Hemsworth.
Yeah, his name is Ashley on the show, right?
Ashley.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called Spud, because I think maybe he looks like potato.
Spud.
But I'm gonna call him Spud from here on out.
Yeah.
No, but actually, he because he was there to protect Bernard, and I'm thinking that's why, what's his face, Ford was kind of leading on Bernard on what was going on. The first season. So yeah, I think Ford knew a lot more than what he let on, and I think he might have either told what could happen and was getting Rock ready. So, because this whole mole thing is like, I'm still wondering if there really is a mole, or if he already knows about the mole. He's just waiting to hear back from oh my goodness,
Charlotte.
Yeah,
or Maeve.
No, Charlotte.
Oh,
like
okay.
He knows that she's not real, but he's just playing her to see what he can get out of it.
Because he's still got Maeve too, like looking for Delores, right?
Yeah.
So Sirach is building his little army, which is weird. Like, maybe you would think that, I don't know if they really could have, though. Like, it's weird now that he's in the show and he's got all this power and knowledge, but this is the first time we've ever even heard of him in 3 seasons. I could see first season not. Maybe I would see maybe the second season, and maybe it's something we should go back and look at. There might have been hints or whatever. You never know.
Yeah.
But,
and also too, it was kind of cool, the whole May kick butt scenes that she had.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, but I was kind of upset because whenever Charlotte was talking to William, she was basically leading on to him that, making him feel like he's not real.
Mm-hmm.
And, when it comes out that, Charlotte is actually Delores. And then I was kind of upset because Musashi, I really like that actor. He's been in tons of things that I've liked. What was that movie with Tom Cruise? The Last Samurai?
Oh, yeah. Was that good?
He was in that. Yeah, dude, you got to check that movie out.
I think I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it's on there. But yeah, that movie's pretty good. But I was kind of upset. But then you realize after Charlotte starts talking, and then when Maeve couldn't, I don't know if she was being blocked by Delores, because you see how she was like listening to something and didn't realize until, halfway through the fight that he was actually Delores. Right. But Sirach said, she brought other people that she trusted, and obviously one of them wasn't you, or however he said it. And then the ball starts turning, you're like, well, who is that? And then when Bernard gets caught by the Scottish dude, he, they're talking, and he was like, "Oh, you're Delores." Yeah. It was like, huh. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched that, you are missing out on one of the coolest episodes so far. Yeah, it was the best episode of the season so far, which is good because, again, me and you were kind of wondering, is this going to be worth continuing to watch? And it was a slow burn, but it was a nice little pop once they revealed that. Yeah. All right, so we're not going to be on too long tonight, but I got one more thing I want to ask you, because you are Mr. TMZ. I call you that because you're kind of like what you're doing right now. You remotely do TMZ reports. And so this one's right up your alley. I got to know, have you seen the story about Ezra Miller? I seen it. I just saw the headlines, but I thought it was fake because it didn't really look like him at first. And I was like, okay. Well, but yeah, I did see that he charged a fan. No, or something like that. No, he didn't charge it. If you have your phone in front of you or something to pull it up. We'll be showing it on the edited version of this podcast. But
basically what happens is he's standing there and this fan comes up and says, like, you know, I want to fight you or something like that. And he's like, oh, you want to fight? And like, he kind of grabs her around like the neck. She's got like something on, like a turtleneck looking thing or something. Hopefully it wasn't a neck brace, but it kind of looked like that. But he grabs her and then he kind of takes her down. Right? Like,
oh, let me check this.
It looked like, to me, Cameo, like he was just joking with her, like playing with her. But I've read other reports that he was irritated with the fans at this meeting or whatever, and somewhere that he was escorted out afterwards. So I don't know if that's true or not, but it was kind of like, I don't know if it was a issue of he was joking and it just went way too far, or if he, I guess, assaulted this person. He hasn't actually made any comments about it as of yet. And I know that this is something that happened in the last couple days, maybe over the weekend. Obviously, somewhere where they're not socially distancing.
Right. So maybe he was upset about that. Oh, man down.
And
there we go. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What were you going to show us?
Looking at the video. I mean, okay, so yeah, so sorry. Maybe he was just mad at the fact that that she wasn't keeping her distance. I mean, I would choke somebody out.
Maybe. Like, if he thought she was. So did you actually see the video?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now, and it doesn't look that bad.
No.
It looks like, you know, he's playing. Because I'm sorry, if I'm going to take somebody down, I'm going to make sure it hurts. He looked like he was like lowering her down.
Yeah. That's what I thought. And so but it's a bad idea no matter what, right? Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. If you're out and you think that that's a good joke, no, it's not. Because like, what if she had like a bad leg, or I don't know, you know, and taking her down like that hurt her, and he didn't mean to or whatever. Then but he's still liable at the very least, and it probably. But I don't know. I couldn't tell whether he was actually upset. It didn't look like
it. It didn't look like it.
It didn't look like he was afraid for his life and trying to divert like an attack. So.
Yeah. So I did see when I searched Ezra Miller, it said, you know, him choking a fan. Then the link right underneath it said that he is the Flash movie might be canceled because of that. That's
kind of what I've heard, which I've heard some people say, you know, who's the lady that's dating or was dating Johnny Depp? Yeah. They were like, if she doesn't get fired from hers and he gets fired, then there's a travesty there. But
sorry.
Yeah, that's
but yeah.
But yeah, so that people are thinking that if he gets fired, she should get fired for sure. But I don't know about all that. I mean, you know, I think that they should figure it out. Hold on just a sec, Cameo.
Okay.
This stupid Skype, like, it pops up with all these little things, and then it won't go away. And then, like, usually right as I'm about to do something, it'll go away, and then it'll come back. Okay, now, here we go. Sorry about that, everybody watching. Cameo, here we go.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you look like you were frozen for a sec. So, anyway, like I said... I'm not saying I want anybody fired. I just am saying I am not exactly sure what's going on with this Ezra Miller video.
Yeah. Again, it didn't look like that it was
vicious.
Like, vicious self-defense.
Bad
or
intent.
He looked. Yeah. But I mean, the angle, because it was kind of angled towards the back of him, so you can't really see his face.
Yeah.
And she didn't look like she felt threatened.
Right.
And again, if I'm going to take somebody down, if I was Ezra Miller and felt threatened by this person, and my first reaction was to choke and like take him to the ground, it would have been a lot faster than that. A lot faster.
Yeah, I could see that. Who knows? I guess he probably needs to clear it up and say, I probably took that too far as a joke. But see, I also heard, and like, this is just speculation. I'm just repeating something that I heard on the internets, which means it probably isn't true. But like, he was spitting on her or something.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, that didn't show in the video that I saw. It didn't show that.
It didn't show that at all.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll find out, I guess. But I don't know. It was just weird. Like I say, social distancing would have kept that from happening. B,
right.
It's probably just a bad look anyway. Like, just don't do that.
Right.
So we'll find out.
I totally agree.
All right, Cameo. I think that's a wrap for tonight.
Okay, sounds good to me. Gonna get off of here and watch some of The Masked Singer.
Oh yeah, is that have you been able to guess any so far?
Yeah. I think. Oh, who is it? Is it the Frog? I think it's the Frog. Yeah, the Frog. I think that one is Bow Wow.
Oh yeah,
Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, were you shocked when one of them was Sarah Palin?
Yes, because honestly and truthfully, I thought it could have been Tina Fey or Amy Poehler.
Oh yeah, like you were already thinking that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Me and my wife were like, "Yeah, I think that might be Tina Fey," because we saw, or she's the one that pointed it out to me Saturday night, and there was like a star around it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were thinking, and it said live. I was like, Saturday had a star around it and put live on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, oh, Saturday Night Live. So, obviously thinking Tina Fey, because there was something else that was said, and how she sounded. And, Tina Fey has played Sarah Palin on SNL. So that's who I thought it was. But yeah, I was not expecting Sarah Palin.
That's
or
funny.
Gronkowski, who got kicked off last week.
He did? It's funny. You said Gronk, right?
Yeah.
He just won the 24/7 title on WWE on WrestleMania over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Which is probably the least respected title of them all. It's a joke title, basically, where one of the wrestlers runs around and people are chasing him, trying to pin him because he has to defend his title 24/7. But Gronk was the host of WrestleMania, and then he ends up winning that title. Which, so he's making the most of his post-playing media career, right?
Yeah.
Which he should. He should.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, all right, Cameo. Thank you to everybody who were watching on Facebook Live and commenting along. We appreciate you very much. We also are...
Real quick. If I can pull it up. Oh, well, anyways, I saw that one of my co-workers, Christina, she stopped by. One of my friends from school, Trey, stopped by as well. So thanks for watching, guys.
Ramiz stopped by, so I appreciate it. Yeah. And of course, Chris Midier.
Yep.
Thank you. We appreciate
Matt
it.
As well.
Yeah. And then there's always like there's always like a whole bunch that later on I won't even see, and then I'll see it later. Like, oh, I didn't even know they were on or commented. Dang.
Yeah.
So. All right, Cameo. Well, keep a smile on your face.
Keep it nerdy.